Lay down. Evil. Hello. Good morning. It is Monday, July 18th, y'all. Just figured I wanted to do this live because so much shit is going on in the United States, and I'm kind of embarrassed saying that I'm American, man. I mean, grant you, there's shit all over the fucking world right now. Come on, dude. Stop it. You lay down. I mean, not embarrassed to be an American per se, but embarrassed because of all the shit that's happening in America. Like, I look at other countries and I'm like, damn, they got it better than we do. So, what's so wonderful about our great country anymore? See, we got freedom of speech, but if we excess our right on the freedom of speech, then we're held in contempt. We are arrested for what is that word I'm looking for? Just not disobedient, but something along the lines of that. But like, for my family being immigrants to come to this state, or come to this country during the Holocaust. I've had numerous family members part of the Holocaust. Numerous. Like, my family name, when they got over here, when they got to Ellis Island, they could not pronounce my family's original name. So they just documented it close to what it would have been. And in reality, I can't tell you what my family's name is because it's Hebrew, so it's pretty hard to fucking decipher, really, honestly. And then my father's family immigrated over here from where my grandmother said France, and there's another country, Ireland. I'm sorry. Can't think of the name right off that. Now, I can't ask her very much anything else anymore because, she's no longer with us. My dad is no longer with us. My grandpa is no longer with us. I don't talk to his sisters very often. So it's kind of hard to get confirmation about things on my father's side. Now, my mom's side, I can tell you anything that I need to know because growing up, all I did was study the Holocaust because I did have family members in it. But this is not what my life is about. It is not about my heritage, my background, or nothing like that. This live is about, we had another mall shooting yesterday. There was 3 people shot and killed, to several injured, and then the gunman was shot as well by a Good Samaritan. So that being said, is what the fuck is going on? We had I got an Amber Alert from Tennessee yesterday about a missing little girl. I don't know if it was an Amber Alert or if it was just a notification. I don't think it was an Amber Alert. It didn't come across like an Amber Alert. And I didn't get all the information because I wasn't feeling good. As most know, my dog is not doing very good. He's on the verge of passing away on me, and I've been trying to stay close to his side. So I haven't really been paying attention to what's going on YouTube very much. Not that I really give a fuck anyway, because the true crime community is more drama than it is fucking true crime. With that being said, that's why I've never, ever claimed to be part of the true crime community. Now, I cover true crime, yes, because I started off doing blogs and basically whatever the fuck I wanted to do. So I don't really belong to a community. I like that part about it because I don't have to worry about it. But with that being said, like I said, there's a bunch of bullshit going on and people's lives getting tore up and doxed for no fucking reason. Like, I mean, granted, you, some people might have the reason to do it. Their reasons might be a little bit different than I feel. Either way, it's still not right to bring people's families into something that had nothing to do with that said family. I never believed in it, and I will never believe in it. I know how it feels to be doxxed. I know how it feels for people to invade your privacy without asking any questions about it. So all I'm going to say is what one person's past is, you cannot hold against judgment for their future and their present. They may not be the same person they were just because of what's in their past. Everybody deserves that second chance. Everybody deserves a fair chance. Now, if they're out there doing the same fucking shit they've been doing for 30 years, yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do. But I just think it's a lot of bullshit. This is true crime. True crime has nothing to do with our personal fucking lives. True crime is what we cover. The stories out in the public. Our past is not the fucking public. And don't appreciate it. But you know what? That's how all this shit goes back and forth constantly. That is why. Because people want to make sure they dox somebody and put out information so the world can see. I've said hundreds of times, there is nothing you're going to find in my fucking past that I don't know about. Whether I remember it is another thing. I am a pothead and I have lost millions of brain cells. Not to mention I do have a very bad health disorder that, I get foggy brains sometimes and don't think about certain shit. Do I give a fuck? No. Hello, Griffey. Hello, Stella. Welcome in, my loves. Damn, Stella, I don't think you've come in here very much, have you? I'm just talking to myself. How is everything going your way, y'all? I'm dealing with a really sick dog right now and didn't want to be by myself, so I figured I'd come online and talk. Too much shit going on in America. I love it here, but then again, sometimes I wonder if I'm proud to be an American. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a Jack. I am a Jewish American princess. Well, leave off the princess, but I'm Jewish American. I feel like you yesterday, Griff. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about today. I just go with it. I see this. Very happy for y'all. So let me ask you this. I don't know if you ever answered it last time I asked you. Yes, awesome. He's not going to, Griff. on the verge. Like, if he makes it, I didn't think he was going to make it through the other night, but he's been pulling through. But it's not going to be too far off. He can barely do anything on his own. So, do you guys have a generator? Is what I wanted to know. Well, I guess, yeah, a gas generator is what you would need. Yeah, I really didn't want to talk about Summer today. Like, there's really nothing new in her case besides all the bullshit everybody else is putting out. And to me, that's not about Summer, and it has nothing to do with Summer. So I just try to stay away from it anymore. We just had another mall shooting yesterday. The gunman shot and killed 3 people, several more injured, plus the gunman was took out. I got an alert. I don't know if it was an Amber Alert because I didn't really look at it, but I got an alert for another missing kid in Tennessee. I think she might be like 12 or 13. Might be a little bit older than that. Like I said, I didn't read the details. I've been worried about my dog, so I wasn't like really paying attention. What's up, buddy? He can't get comfortable, poor thing. Oh, okay. That's kind of shitty though. Like, regardless if they're noisy, like during the day, it shouldn't bother anybody if you have it running. Only overnight, I can understand people trying to sleep. But during the day, you should be able to allow to run it. Oh my goodness. I really don't know how the hell you guys make it on daily. I really don't. That is one thing I don't think I could ever live with, is being out of power for up to 12 hours, sometimes longer, I guess. But 12 hours without power is too long. Yes, exactly. It's all, everything that this case started out to be is so off course now. What are you doing, buddy? Get out of there. Turbo. Come here. Bobo, out of there. Damn dog. I don't think he knows what he wants to do, where he wants to be. What are you doing in the cage? Get out of there. Come out here. You're going to hurt yourself in there. Yeah, and that's one thing that just really pisses me off about the whole fucking case. Like, when did the backgrounds of, I mean, grant you, yes, you wanna know more about the people in the surroundings of her area, but how far do you have to go into these people's business to know them? Like, just because they have something in their past doesn't mean that's their present and their future. Like, it's their past for a fucking reason. Leave it there. There's no sense of crying over fucking spilt milk. That's how I look at it. No pun intended. But it's just really crazy. Hold on, let me go put my dog on the bed. He's crazy. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Huge stress and anxiety for the support. Yes, because they don't know who to turn to, who to believe, what to believe anymore. It's crazy. It is crazy. And then not for nothing, like the bigger channels that are doing all this crap are making us smaller channels look like shit, honestly. Like they don't know which way to turn with the case. Right now, we can't turn any which way because there's nothing else that we can do, nothing else we can say, other than going after people we don't even know if it's a part of it. That's why yesterday I wanted to do my top 5 suspects and then get my audience, you guys, theories on who your top 5 would be in the case. But I don't know if it worked very well. Like, I don't even think I have really a top 5 because there's so many people that have inserted themselves in this case or that have backed themselves off of this case. And you wonder, oh, I watched one of JLR's videos earlier, and supposedly one of the properties on Ben Hill Road is up for sale for $174,900. What the fuck? And it went up for sale the week it was sold, the week before Summer went missing, and then it was put back on the market. I want to say in November of 2021. It sold to begin with for like 11,000. Then it was brought up to, I don't remember what the next price was, but then after that it went up for 168,000, and now it's up to 174,900. So it's just a little bit too much in the room, a little bit too much. So we don't. I wonder. I don't want to speculate and say that has something to do with it. It was just weird. What happened? Was it the same size? Hold on one second. Don't let him jump down. He won't jump down. He's been sitting there. That's what I just said.
He wants his blanket. Give him that blanket.
Hi, Maze. But, and then I was looking at something else today. Next week, or maybe the week after, will be a year little Michael Vaughn has been missing with no evidence. So how are all these kids going missing without a trace of anything? Without a trace. Like, are all these little kids being bribed? Like, hey, come on, mom said it's okay, I could take you to go get ice cream, or I'm gonna take you to the pet store. You want to go play with some animals, or hey, we're gonna go to the park. So these kids were not introduced to stranger danger. Hell, my daughter knew about stranger danger by the time she was 2 years old. She knew it. Mommy did not know this person, and if she's never seen this person, then mommy didn't know this person. Like, it's weird, like how people raise their kids. Not everybody is the same, and I've said that from day one. Because people live in different conditions, does that make them a bad parent? No, of course not. Now, I'm not saying by no means Candace and Don are the best parents, because I definitely don't want that, hanging over my head when people come after me for that. I would never say they were good. They were the best parents. They're not even Sometimes I wonder if they were even capable of having taken care of children, because they did have okay, this goes against what I just said, but their past wasn't a very healthy thing when it came to kids. That being said, their past is not the same as their future and their present. But when you keep that cycle going over and over and over again, you are going to end up in the same situation. You are never going to move forward. You're going to be stuck in the same as you were. And normally, normal people will try to break that cycle and move forward in a different direction. Some people just keep doing it over and over again. Well, it didn't work the first time. Let me try it third, fourth, and fifth time. Maybe it'll work. I mean, they always say, keep trying. Practice makes perfect. Stuff like that. But I don't think they mean it in every situation. I'm sorry, I don't want to see somebody on drugs clean up and then relapse, and then clean up and then relapse, and clean up and no, I don't want to see none of that shit. I doubt any of you guys would want to see that shit. Relapsing is not fun. I've seen a lot of people clean their act up, and then a few years down the road, or even a few months down the road, they relapse. And I don't, like I said, I really don't know what's going on YouTube. I've caught a couple things here and there, but it's so hard to believe what you hear anymore on these channels. Sometimes I wonder if they're not set up the way they go. I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking like that. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. But back to what I was saying about the perfectness of a person. You cannot, absolutely not, judge somebody's character in their present life based upon what their past life was like. Definitely if you don't ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you're never going to know the right fucking answer. Am I wrong? Don't just assume shit, because when you assume shit, you make an ass out of yourself as well as me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to be your fucking ass. Period. You want to look like the ass? Go right the fuck ahead. But me, on my side of the board, hell fucking no. I'm not going to be your ass. I'm not going to be that person's ass. And I'm definitely not going to be your fucking joke. And I guarantee you that's what Candace and Don feel like. They are everybody's fucking joke right now. Can you imagine what their kids, not the older ones that, know better. I'm talking about the four they had. Can you imagine if they got on YouTube and just Googled their names? Not necessarily their names, but their last name. Can you imagine what the fuck they'd be thinking right now if they seen all the 1,000 fucking videos on their parents? Yes, Stella, all we can do is pray. Yeah, when they assume, it just makes a big fucking ass out of you and them. And like I said, I'm not going to be anybody's fucking ass. I don't care. You can talk all the shit you want about me, but just know that I do find out. Just because I don't say it does not mean I don't know. Half-ass don't really give a fuck what you got to say about me. And I'm not saying you guys in the chat. I'm not talking about you people. Griffey, you know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm pretty sure I told you. but you've been through it too, so you would definitely understand what I'm talking about. Exactly. See, so I mean, and even without asking questions, you can be one of the mods and get the same fucking treatment. I mean, but neither here or there. Just since when in the true crime community do we assume something? Okay. What? Since when do we assume something about somebody else? Why are creators going after fucking creators? Doesn't make any sense.
No, I'm trying to get him comfortable with it. He won't lay down in there.
He's not laying down out here either. That's why he went in there.
It's more cooler in here, see?
And then right back up. Because as soon as you left, he got right the fuck back up.
Yeah, I want to go in there, but it's too hot. Too hot out there for you, boy.
But I'm back. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any no fucking sense why creators are going after creators. We're all here for the same fucking thing, to help solve a case, to give enlightenment on a case.
They're just trying to take.
Not to go
attention
after
off
one
one
another
person
for
and put it
going
on them.
over the fucking case.
They're just getting jealous of each other.
And it's stupid. Why get jealous over somebody?
Exactly.
Like, and
Yeah,
then when
that's
they get
just
jealous,
weird.
that's when they start doxing you. That's when your past comes out to haunt you. Like, my past is my past for a fucking reason. I don't live in my past. It's like my old address. You can go fucking knock at that door, but I'm not going to be the one to answer it. Just like my past. If you got a problem with my past, come to me. Come talk to me like an adult. Don't shun me. Don't exile me for no fucking reason. But you know what? It's all good. I'm happy. I'm content. I don't need the drama. I got enough fucking drama in my life. I don't need YouTube drama to go along with it. Honestly, I am fucking 100%. What are you doing? Oh, 100%. I am. I'm 100%. I love my mods. I love my lovies, which are my subs. Like, if you rock with me, we rock. If you follow the leader because one person doesn't like me, so you're not liking me and you're not talking to me, oh well, that shows how much of a real person you are. Because I'll be damned if I allow somebody to choose who the fuck I talk to, who the fuck I go and visit. Ain't gonna happen. I'm my own person. I own my own life. And I hope and pray everybody in here is the same fucking way.
You gotta keep 100.
I mean, there's no sense in the hi baby girl, hey sipping. There's no reason for people to do the shit that they're doing other than they're bored and have nothing else to fucking do. How about going over all these hundreds of cases that are out there that can use the awareness? Do you know how many kids went missing in 2001? And how many of them kids did you guys hear of? How many missing kids did you guys hear of in 2001? I'll wait. Literally, I will wait to see if you guys come up with a number. Alone in Tennessee. Alone, just one state. Almost 500 kids in 2001. Thank God, most of them kids have been found, yes. There's still that maybe 10% that haven't been found. But how many of them have you heard of?
Tracy, what are you doing?
Is he laying on my bed?
Yeah.
That's where he always
Look at
lays.
him. Look at him. He's over there hiding. Chicks will be walking around looking for him.
He blends in with my clothes. But it's crazy. It really is. Like, we are not here to dox each other. We're not here to gang up on each other. We're not here to have people that you thought were on your side and your friends to exile you because somebody else doesn't like it. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Are we in school still? Let me get my books and my notebook ready and shit like that. Let me go back to high school. No, fuck that. I graduated. I'm done with school. Like, I'm not a kid. You're not kids. Y'all are all fucking grown. If you were a kid, you would not be in my chat right now. Because you are not allowed to be in here if you're not 18 or older. So, I know we're all grown. But, it's time to fucking act like it. Sipping, I'm just ranting. And so, just annoyed. But I was reading something about little monkey Michael Monkey Vaughn today. You know, other than it going on a year soon. People are like, this is what I had in here and the virtues. It's all paper, really. Not really big at all.
I know you have my damn paper.
I don't even know where they are. I just had them. No, you're not. Right here. Haha. How'd you take them when I have them right in my hand?
I ain't got back there. I took them back.
I just grabbed one.
Now you had the whole pack.
No, I did not. That's because I found them the other day. I never used them, though. They were under the table. Under your table. They were underneath one of the shoes under your table. Where else am I going to get them from?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Where you hide them at?
That's what they had them under the table, Dan. Okay, anyway, back to arguing with my husband. But seriously, do you guys know how many kids in our country have went missing in 2021? From January to, let's just say, July, when Michael went missing. We'll just give the other few months a little rest. But from January to July, 7 fucking months. Do you guys know how many kids went missing? And that we have not heard about. They're only on like little TV stations in their cities or their state. Like, there's a lot. Oh, Sippin said, "Hey, hubby." That's the one from up by Curie.
What?
She lives up by Curie. The one that was telling me about trouble yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's comfortable.
But
gun in there. If I need to put him down, I might not do it, but I have somebody do it.
No, you won't.
But he's not hurting. You know what I'm saying? He just.
Well, she said when they pant like that, they might be in pain.
Well, he was panting earlier, but I brought him in here, and look, you know what I'm saying? Now he's just breathing. I think he was just getting hot in there.
Go for it. Go for what? But literally, there was over 1,500 children that went missing from January to July.
And you hear about one or two.
And you've heard, yeah, really, only about a few of them. And some of the ones that we heard about in 2021 went missing before 2021.
That's like all the murders that happened 2 years ago, but the only one you heard about was fucking George Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, there was a couple that were.
There was a teenage boy that got killed a week before George Floyd.
No, there was a bunch in 2020 because
I know
that's why they brought him.
They
brought him out.
They heard about with George Floyd.
No, Breonna Taylor and
it was a high-profile case.
The guy that got shot by the other cop. What the hell was his name? Ahmaud Arbery. That's another one.
Yeah, there was about.
There was about 5 or 6 that came out.
Murders every day.
But no, the biggest one was George Floyd. His case was huge. Yes, that's like Summer. Out of all the kids that went missing in her age range, 2 of them, 2 were like really publicized.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like
2.
You have 1 or 2.
Summer's case overtook every other missing child in that year. Oh, okay. It is. It's crazy. It is very, very sad. Now, instead of us doxing each other or going at it with each other, why aren't we going over these other fucking cases? Because the kids are still missing. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. All these mass shootings going on. And we're too busy trying to find out each other's past. Well, I'm not, but most of the community is. Like, it's crazy.
They ask me, I'll tell them I'm the one that whooped their ass. I mean, but she needed ass whooping. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
But either here or there, it's just crazy. Like, you're in true crime, and the reason for what? What is your reason for wanting to be in true crime? Mine, I have a passion for it. I love trying to solve a case, as long as I have enough fucking information to do it with. But that does not mean I go to their family member's gravesite and just sit there and look at a grave. Like, what is that going to do? What are you doing? You are invading their privacy, first off. Second off, you are disrespecting the dead. Third off, you have no business on somebody's grave.
Well, that's a place for the family to come and mourn.
Yeah, I know what it's for,
not
but
strangers.
exactly, not for strangers trying to dig up some damn dirt.
You said, what the fuck are you doing there?
Like, I can say that I love walking through a graveyard. Not necessarily because it's dead people, but because I like to know when these people have passed away. Like, there's some in my father-in-law's graveyard that's been there since like the early 1700s. And they call it the Quaker graveyard. Like, because it's old. Some of them don't even, some graves there, I guarantee you there's hundreds of graves there without headstones.
Dude,
Or any kind of marker
the
put that
Quakers
way.
used to own the church. That's why it was Quakers before it became the other the new.
But it's just the fact, like,
That was in 1800.
that's the only thing I like to do. I'm not going there to sit there and be like, oh my God, y'all, we're on these, what, we got to dig up theirs. We got to dig up their information, find out what's going on with these people.
That's it.
They're there for a reason. Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, they're ready.
Karma's a bitch. And when you disturb the dead, you get what you get. And I'm sorry, you get what you fucking deserve.
You don't mess with the dead. There's something you don't.
They are. And I know, Sippin, with you being saying you're in the same state as I am. So I know you've been down to Wilmington and seen all them crazy looking ones down there. And then you got all the crazy ones going towards the mountains too. Like, I've never seen graveyards that are just on the side of the fucking road.
That's just all.
And we have a lot. Like, you drive up and down Lee County, like in the old back roads, and you'll see graveyards on the side of the road, like old graveyards.
You'll find them in the woods.
Yeah, like they're not registered either because they can't find them. Or if they are, that's the ones that got destroyed.
I found a graveyard over off Riddle Road. We was out riding four-wheelers out in the back of a cornfield, but it was just an old homestead, and it was like the whole family was buried there over the like 90-year period. Like the whole generation has died out, and that's weird as hell to be riding through.
Yeah, and in Charleston, you're right, Charleston.
Yeah, because there was a lot of wars out there. There was probably a lot of soldiers that wasn't found.
It's kind of weird though, like. I never understood why the boob troop did that. Why the fuck did you go to these people's grave? What could these people tell you? Enlighten me. What did they tell you? Like, really? I never understood why the Scooby Boob troop did the fucking shit that they did.
And let me guess, they recorded it.
Yes.
They're doing it for clout.
They recorded every bit of it.
That part. That's all they're doing it for clout. Like,
oh yeah, we've come to the conclusion it was for clicks and views.
Yeah.
We've come to that conclusion, but at the beginning of it, it was like, what the fuck are you doing at these people's graves? Like, I never understood what they went to the graveyard for. Were them two people in them graves going to tell you something? Because we know that at least 3 of them are fucking batshit crazy. I'm not too sure about the young one because I really don't know much about her. I just think she got put into it. Like maybe she did it for more clout. I don't know. But we know the other 3. Yep, that broke yesterday. That's the new one. I don't know. It got stuck in here. I went like this. I pulled it out and the thing stuck in. I was like, what the fuck? Cheap iPhone chargers. You can't really expect much more. The graveyards and cemeteries, I thought they were basically the same thing. Like a cemetery is more of, I don't know, nicer to me, like because they have the wall where you can put the urns in. They got the upright things that you put casket in, and I don't know. It's different. I do know it's different. It's not, to me, a graveyard is more scarier kind of than a cemetery is. Ah, gotcha. I don't think my church has a cemetery, honestly. Hey, Dan. My husband might know more than me. I don't think our church has a cemetery. I really don't think they do. I don't even think they're affiliated with one, to tell the truth. That's not really useless, honey, because that's actually something that's actually good knowledge, to tell you the truth. Like, because I never knew the difference. I just always thought like graveyard was more like scary type movie, like really just morbid, and a cemetery was open. God, what the hell is it called? Gated in and shit like that. Like, I never thought of it to be like one because of its affiliated with a church and one isn't. That's weird. Hey, Dan. My husband is deafer than a doorknob. Oh, so like my husband heard something about the docs, and he said, "Oh, they'd have fun with my record, wouldn't they?" I was like, yeah. Yours is just a little bit crazy. I cannot close this fucking knife. I've been trying to close my fucking pocket knife for at least 12 hours now. I can't get the bitch to close. Oh, I just had it. Oh, there it goes. Yay! I was doing it backwards the whole fucking time. Look at that stupid shit. Yeah, I never really thought it. Like, I never really knew there was a difference between a graveyard and a cemetery. I just thought they had this, it was the same thing with different, just some people call it this and some people call it that, but it's the same. I don't know. So I don't think I've ever really. I don't know if I've ever seen a regular graveyard then. I mean, a cemetery, because everyone that I've ever seen was either attached to a church or attached to the funeral home. And the funeral home is usually attached to a church. So I guess, yeah, that would be attached to the church. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Exactly. Everybody has a past, and that's defining them. That's what defines them as a person. Not everybody was put on this earth to be the same. We would be a bunch of boring ass fucking individuals. If we had the same life, did the same shit day after day after, we'd be living the fucking Truman Show right now. Just like the Truman Show would do. Come on. I mean, that'd be fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to be in the Truman Show. Sometimes I like to wake up out of this nightmare too that I live in. Oh, so what I was saying about Michael Vaughn, I don't know how far I got off of that, but I was reading somewhere that people are getting fucking mad that his dad has not done an interview and Michael's been missing almost a year. Okay, well, let me let you know how I feel about that statement. He's seen what happens when they go out there and try to talk. Right? There you go. See? Right there, sipping. But he's seen what the Wells have went through with their daughter. Do you really think that man's going to come out and tell you his shit when it has nothing to do with any of us? Now, me personally, I don't know too much about Michael Vaughn's case. I really never, when Summer came out, that was it. Like, up until my thought on, like, there is nothing else to do with Summer's case. I'm not, what more can we keep talking about? The same shit over and over again? I wouldn't do an interview. Like, and then his mom was doing, out there doing the flyers, talking to people, trying to get the information she can. Then she came onto YouTube. And then you got all these crows pecking at her. And do you not realize that when these people are talking to you, maybe about 90% of what they're saying is true. But then they understand what type of person you are by watching your previous videos. And do you think they're actually going to allow you to attack them? No. They're going to come up with a bunch of bullshit just to keep the pot stirred. And I'm not saying Michael's mom did that by any means. We know Don did that. I don't give a damn what anybody said. Don did that shit. Half of the shit that Don told everybody was not fucking true. He did that shit and said that shit just because he knew it would prolong. It would keep progressing. People would keep talking about it. Keep Summer's name out there. Now, Don did right. Now, do I know this for sure? No. But you can tell the difference. When this man was sober, he talked so decent. So fucking decent. It's only when he was drinking and that monster came out. So that monster, he fed that monster with a bunch of bullshit to get these YouTubers on their toes to try to help him find Summer. Eva, what the hell is wrong with you? Exactly. They would like twist and turn every word. I don't know how much you guys know about his case. The most I know is he's, somehow walked out the door without his dad knowing. He was outside while his dad and his sister were fixing dinner, I believe it was. And he went outside to see if he could find anybody to play with and knocked on a few doors, and they said no, they weren't allowed to come out. And that was it. Nobody's seen or heard from little Michael ever since then. Now, I remember hearing myself, his mother, say that there was a couple different times they went to the park down the road from their house and noticed just strange things, like strange guy that's not from the neighborhood or whatever. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention, honestly, which is really sad, or I just can't remember. So I'm just going to go with I didn't pay attention because I'm very good at not paying attention. But that's the most I really know. Like, I told one of my old mods, I mean, she'd be a mod if she came on more often, but she doesn't, so I just took a lot of people off my mod list. But I told her, because she's really pretty close with the mother and talks to the mother regularly, and I told her I'd let if she'd come on, I'd cover the story, and I'm totally different than most of the fucking creators because I'm not gonna dig into her past. I'm not gonna ask the questions that have probably been already asked, unless I don't know it myself. And with it being a case that I don't know very well, yes, I'd probably ask the same questions. And if she didn't want to answer it, that was fine with her. Like it's all on her what she wants to talk about. But nothing ever came of it, so I was like, maybe just because I'm a really little channel. I mean, I'm really little. I haven't even been on this channel a year yet. I'm a really little channel. But I'm happy right where I am with who I have in my chats on a daily basis, or when I go live anymore. But and we talk about everything and anything. It's not just summer. And that's what some creators need to learn. There's other things out there to talk about other than the people inserting themselves into Summer's case, or the people that these creators are inserting into the case. Because some of the people that they have mentioned never even came out of the woodwork. Like never, ever, ever had anything to, never inserted themselves into the case to begin with. So why are you inserting them? Oh, because they have a past. Okay, well, if that past isn't following them to this day, then why the fuck you fucking with them? Maybe they're trying to change their life. Now, I know they say psychologically, once a pedo, always a pedo. May be true. They also say that if it was done to you, you're going to do it to somebody else. That's not true. I don't know anybody that's ever had some kind of essay. Eva, lay down already. That's ever been essayed to to follow that lead. Like they're not RSOs because of it. Doesn't make any sense. But either way. Yeah, he got gone. No trace, no evidence, no nothing, right? Nothing. He just the fuck appeared. So when people say kids don't just vanish, they need to look back at that case. He just vanished. And to me, they need to have CTC all over every state, every city, whether it be a little country town to a big ass fucking metropolitan city. They need to have CTC. Every corner, every angle. Because of the shit that's going on with these poor kids. Because you can't tell me a 5-year-old just ran the fuck away. Where's he going to go? We seen what that little the 3-year-old did when he went missing for a couple of days. They found him, maybe it was the next day, within 24 hours or something, 24 to 48 hours. They found him in a shed covered, he was covered up with a lawn mower bag, supposedly looking some kind of water in his hand. I don't know. I don't really remember all the details to it. But for that age of a kid to know what to do in survival mode like that, come on. He's smarter than most fucking adults. That's pretty smart. Pretty fucking smart. And then you got all these dumbasses that are going around shooting up malls and churches and restaurants and what else? Schools. What the fuck is wrong with Americans? Like, what the fuck? You weren't raised right or something. I can see why some countries, their people are afraid to come to our country. You know, all right, love. If you look at it, the civil liberties of an American, freedom of speech. We really don't have freedom of speech. We really don't. God forbid you ask you. This one, I know my mom was here. She smacked the shit out of me. God forbid you dare use that freedom of speech line towards your parents. My mom would have slapped the shit out of me. You try to voice your freedom of speech to a judge, the law. Your ass is going to jail. Where the fuck do we have freedom of speech from? Can't access it in school. You'll be in detention. You'll be suspended, depending on what the fuck you said. All right. Freedom of the press. Well, you know, the press fucking lies. They put more lies out than you and me. So always do your research. Like, don't just take the news for facts. Your freedom of religion. So we get to choose whatever religion we want and then be shunned if it's not the religion they want us to be, right? Okay. So where's that freedom at? Freedom to vote. We can vote. If you've got a felony, you can't vote. Damn, that's how you get out of voter? You gotta have a felony? I'm not doing something right. No, I'm doing. I don't care about voting. I really don't. I'll do it last minute, the last day of it. I just don't care about voting. Freedom against unwarranted searches of your home or property. Well, we know Andy B and JSB sure enough exercise that right. Andy will tell you that he allowed them to search. But in the beginning, I remember JSB saying that she wouldn't allow them to search. You have the freedom to trial by jury, a fair trial by jury. Well, just like Summer's case, just like Megan Boswell's case, Lori Vallow's case, who else? Any of these mass shooters cases coming up. Then you got old ones like Jodi Arias, Betty Broderick, Darlene Gentry. You got, what was that other one? Beard, Celeste Beard. You got, you got all these old ones that are sitting in jail right now that I was just like I was saying. But then you got the new ones getting ready to go to trial. They are not going to have a fair jury trial. Will not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because their case was publicized. And not just publicized in their state, but nationwide. No matter where they go, they will not have a fair trial. Because there is not one person on this fucking earth that doesn't know about these trials. And if they say they don't, they're fucking lying. Especially Megan Boswell and fucking Lori Daybell. Especially them two. That's just like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I did not watch the trial, could care less about the fucking trial. I don't believe it should have been even fucking publicized the way it was. But neither of them would ever have a fair trial in the United States. None. Oh yeah. So you have the freedom to remain silent in a police interrogation. So you have the right to plead the fifth. right? That's what they call it. Plead the fifth. Um, okay, so what is pleading the fifth? Because I really didn't know, I just knew the expression. So, pleading the fifth is an individual's decision to invoke their right against self incrimination under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. Um, so, basically, the right to remain silent. Right? Right. So we plead the fifth. We plead. So that's just like saying I'm guilty, but I'm not guilty. I did something, but it's not what you think it is. It's crazy. It's like, what does the Fifth Amendment mean in simple terms? The Fifth Amendment creates a number of rights relevant to both criminal and civil legal proceedings in criminal cases. The Fifth Amendment guarantees the right to a grand jury, forbids double jeopardy, and protects against self incrimination. Wow. Wow. I've seen a lot of trial cases where the person's put on the stand and all they say the whole fucking time is, I invoke my Fifth Amendment rights. And usually it started off with, I am taking my attorney's legal advice and pleading the fifth to invoke, can't even speak, invoke my Fifth Amendment. Right. Right. Wow. To me, when you plead like that, whether you're guilty or not, it makes you look guilty. Grant you, when you talk to the law, they're going to coerce you, whatever the fuck the word is, to say what they want you to say. They're going to try to flip it and make you think something happened that it didn't. They're very good at it. They are very good at it. Is it right? No.
Yep.
But in another hand, like, that's one of the freedoms that Americans have.
Got a cool story.
I really don't. A lot of the fucking, I just don't think.
You break the eye contact.
I don't think.
Yeah, terrible.
The Grand Maisie, which you were talking about in your message, hon. It's Don's dad, not the ones that are buried out there by Ben Hill. Is Don's mom and his stepdad, not his dad. His dad lives in Utah and is very sick. He's like got dementia or something. And she did mention him because I think in his past time he was an RSO. But back then they didn't have a registry. They didn't have to sign nothing, you know. So I think, don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're thinking of. Because there is a lot of RSOs in Don's family against children. So it's kind of like a a domino effect. But I didn't watch. I don't think I've ever watched Donna Reverend talk. She's not somebody I like to watch. Now I do have a few, like 2 or 3, that do. I got 2 that do spirit box and 1 that does tarot reading for the true crime community. And then I have another one that I'm actually friends with that does tarot reading, but I don't know if she does it on true crime cases. But at the other 3, they have videos out about the tarot and stuff. One is called the Electronic Medium. It's talking to the paranormal about true crime. You got another one that starts with an A. I can never remember the name of this fucking creator. I just know it's a guy. And then you got let's see, that first one's a spirit box. The second one is tarot cards. The third one is called Gold Rush. The channel's called Gold Rush, and he does spirit box too. I've been trying to find one that does the Dawson rods. Okay, so I'm not a very big believer when it comes to that type of stuff, but all 3 of them, I mean, including Reverend Donna Serafina, like I've heard things from hers, some of her sessions, and they all mention certain things the same. Now, I doubt they all belong to the same community or they even know each other. The Reverend Donna one and the Electronic Medium, I know they know each other or talk to each other at least. But the rest of them, I don't think they know each other like that. So how would they know the same thing unless they're out there watching other people's videos? So it's weird. I think you've watched that with me one time before, Maze. But I'll message you. We're gonna Messenger later. Or we can go into Bigo, whatever, and we can watch it in there because I won't get strike. I don't know if they would strike me because I'm using it to show you guys other methods other than just what we do. So, but I don't like using people's contents without letting them know I'm doing it. Like with spirit boxes and tarot cards, you have to actually see it. So I can stream it, but you have to see the picture. Like most of the other things I do when I stream it, you just hear the voices, depending on who it is. Some of them I do let them know that I am going to use their content and it's not nothing bad. I've let everybody that I've ever used content to do that. I've always done that with them. But then again, there's a few creators out there that you don't even have to ask. They say it's fine. Like Michelle, After Dark, she said it's fine to use her content as long as it's not for ill will. TM had put a community post up saying that it is okay to use her content, any of her content, which I'm kind of surprised on that one. I'm wondering if there's like not a thing to follow using her content. But there's a couple other ones that I watch that you can use their content without them striking you. Buggo.
We had been together like a year. We got a long time.
Yeah. Because it was when we got
Yeah,
him
on
over
We've been
Tillman.
together 6 months. I'm moving on Tillman.
Yep.
And my fucking, we've had it for a long time. But look, what time does your mom get off work?
After 3. It all depends. It's going to be after 3.
At 3:30.
It depends.
Okay, we just
As long as she ain't got nothing else to do after that.
just keep the plastic on that window or whatever, and try to keep. If you want the plastic to be hanging out the window, though,
And keep,
so if it rains, the water
Tell her to
will
put-
wash down the plastic, not coming into the house.
tell her to
It
also
will
put a
damage the
sheet
wall.
or blanket on the inside of the
You want
window.
it hanging like you can tape it to the glass on the inside.
Sorry,
and let it
my
be on the top panel,
little
and
cousin's
then let the plastic
daughter
hang outside
decided
of the window
to,
and tape it to the
I don't know,
panel.
throw a fit or something and threw something out the window and broke it. So my husband's trying to tell her how to fix it or to keep it so the AC doesn't constantly run. Woo. My child, she's a little hellion. A little
You just
hellion.
don't want water pouring in your house because the trailer don't have overhang like a regular house does. So the water's gonna come down the side of the house.
That way.
Right into it.
You're very loud. I'm live. Go that way.
No, you go that way.
I can't go that way, dumbass. I'm on my computer.
Yeah, I'm live. You go that way.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we just gotta figure a common ground in this community. We really do. We've got to figure a common ground and be able to be on the same page with, even if we don't like each other, at least be on the same page for the cases we're going over.
Time to do it, so somebody's got to do it. You know what I mean? That window needs to be uncovered for 2 weeks. You got a kid in the house.
That way.
But I'll call you back with the price here in a few minutes.
Don't nobody want to hear what you're saying.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't ask him the price. He said that they don't have none in sample, but they got some in Fayetteville. That's what
Builder's
I think.
discount? Oh, the
trailer
trailer place.
No, mobile home place.
Well, do you not have a window down there?
Because that's how I got one.
How many does she need? She only broke one.
She threw the boot through one, but she had knocked the fan down in the kitchen, and the fan leaned against it. Hey, yes, sir. I called a few minutes.
Fuck is wrong with this baby today? Girl, fucking spasm. Anyway. Jesus. God, child. Anyway. So what I want to do is each week pick a different case to go over, and then each day designate it for a certain thing to talk about in that case. And try not to do it on Saturday and Sunday when most people are unavailable. So unless it's that evening, which still Saturday and Sunday, most people are off work and like to spend it with their family. So I can do one live on Monday, do it during the morning, then Tuesday be the evening, Wednesday be afternoon, just rotate it like that during the week, and we can, that way the other people will be able to come in and talk about it and stuff like that different times. Yeah, it feels weird. Just change it up some, talk about different cases. I've been wanting to do this for months, and I just can't get on the page to do it. Because I'm so mad that Hawkins County does not, that Beach Creek community does have no kind of law enforcement patrolling that area. Grant you, I don't live there, so I don't know on a daily basis. But I know for the 5 days I was there, I didn't see nothing. Not one cop car. Until I got into Kingsport. And it does take about 35 to 45 minutes for them to fucking arrive out there in the beach community, depending on where the fuck they are. But even 35 minutes is too long. That's long enough to kill somebody and snatch somebody up and disappear, or just rob somebody. It's 35 minutes is a long fucking time when you're going through some shit like that, and it can seem even fucking longer than that.
He woke up.
He's mad at me because I moved his head. He's mad at me because I moved his head.
Oh, his head was laying back?
Yeah.
I think he can breathe better like
It
that.
just didn't look
With
comfortable.
his neck like that, his throat straighter.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But he
That's
had
what I
it
was
like
saying.
going like this.
Yeah, in the corner. I mean, it's about that time, baby. I mean, we're just trying to keep him comfortable. He's laying down and relaxing. He's not moaning and crying and shit. I'm not going to bother him, you know what I'm saying? You can tell if the dog is physically in pain, you know what I'm saying? He's just relaxing. He just don't got any energy. He's losing his muscle tone and stuff. It hurts him to walk and stuff. That's why he was laid there. But he's cool. Seriously, you ain't no damn good.
Hey, Dan. It is. It's nasty outside. And they said that our heat should be the hottest sipping between 3 and 4. It should be with the heat index over 100. But we're in North Carolina, love, so we got to take it with a grain of salt here. It's not unusual for us to have all 4 seasons in one day. And then the next day, it is not uncommon for us to be in like heat stroke.
Like my cousin Christian said, she said, "You want to see the weather in North Carolina?" She said, "Hold my biscuit." Like that shit changed like that. And hold my biscuit, and that motherfucker gonna change that.
It is. It's crazy here. She's like, she said she went outside to go walk the dog.
She was living at the beach, man.
She went to go walk the dog, and she said, "Man, it is so muggy outside. No wind at all."
That's why you can tell it's gonna rain this evening. Because when it's really, really humid like that, a heat shower come up real quick.
She said, "Yeah, just keep them comfortable."
Oh, he's comfy. He's laid on 3 pillows. And a blanket, huh?
Oh, you're down at the coast. Damn, you're gonna be down there the rest of the summer.
Well, see, that's what I was saying. In Oklahoma, where there's like down at the coast.
Yeah, she said down there, there's no air, no breeze, no nothing.
Yeah, it's really humid.
Yeah, but down there, you guys got that pop-up storm.
You got them heat
like
showers
that.
down like that, come up on your ass.
You guys got them strange ass showers down there where it'll rain on one side of the fucking house, but the other side be dry as hell. They do. They got some weird fucking. The further down towards the coast you go, the worse the weather gets.
The more unstable.
You never know what the fuck the weather's going to be like.
The air that comes off the ocean, it changes. So
well, I mean, it's the same thing living in Florida. I live like a 5-minute bike ride from the beach, so like it was horrible down there. Like you'd see it raining on the house next door to you, and you'd be straight in fucking sunlight in the pool.
And that's nasty. That's nasty.
Yeah,
nasty.
it's dry. It's not dry down there, but it's like
when I went down to Florida, I couldn't breathe.
That's because you're used to 4 seasons in one fucking day.
Well, it's like the humidity down there is so high.
But I'm used to it. Like I've been down there on and off since I was 10 years old. I hate North Carolina weather though. I cannot stand it here. I hate it here. I've never had allergies a day in my life till I moved here.
I never seen a place like that. Like
that's because you've never been anywhere but here.
You know what I'm saying? Like Florida, it was like nothing but fucking Haitians and Cubans. Like people say that everybody goes to Florida. Like all I seen was black people and Cubans. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see no white people. Like it was. I was like, I felt like I was in a damn island or something.
That's because you were basically like you got a lot of Canadians down there. You got Florida, they say, is usually made up of all northern states.
But see,
Like,
I went to advanced.
But then you got all the islanders that come over to Florida too. So that'd
like
be Haitian.
black people around here don't know
Haiti,
shit about cars. When I went down to
Jamaican.
advanced audit, everybody up there was black, and I was like, "Well, fuck yeah!" And I was like, "Hell yeah, tell me what I need." You know what I'm saying? Not to do, and I check the brakes on a car. But most people, you tell them something about a brake, you need a part or something, they're like,
duh.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
North
fine. I don't care
Carolina
if you're
never
black,
said
white,
that they
whatever.
had the smartest people here in North Carolina. That's for damn sure.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, some of the people here were born with a box of rocks up in their fucking head.
with a hole in it. They are. They are.
Yeah, she said there's storms right around you, right around them now. They have storms. Yeah, so that means
Well,
y'all
yeah,
are going to be
because
sending them up here. Thanks.
It comes off the coast. That's what I'm saying. It comes off the coast. That's where the power showers come from. Cooler hits the atmosphere now.
Yeah, I loved living down in Florida on the beach. I loved it. Like, because like I said, I was only a 5-minute ride to the piers and stuff. So, and that was a bike ride, not even a car ride. I loved it. I just couldn't stand. I hate dry sand. I hate the way dry sand feels. I hate it. I can't stand it. Otherwise, there's no. I like living on the beach. I love the different tourism seasons, and
You just don't like sand.
I just cannot stand. And it's nothing but fucking sand. I hate it.
That should be hot.
But I love it that I can be tan all year round. I love that part of it, especially down in Florida. Like, you're tan all year round. Don't matter. You can lay on the beach. Friggin' December 25th, you're out on the beach. You'd be lucky if inland here where I'm at, if it doesn't rain Christmas Day. We don't get snow. We get ice. And that's even that. Most of the time it's just rain. Fucking cold rain.
I want to get sleep, but we always get the ice up and stuff. Everybody else will get snow around us, and we'll get sleep.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
we're in the river basin, and it turns into ice before it gets to us. That snow is the moisture in the air, and it turns into.
Remember the feast that they started. Oh God, no, he didn't. Only your husband, dude. Only your husband. Gotta love that man. God. I just can't stop now. How much? That is so hilarious. Hey, Stella. I didn't know you were still here. You've been quiet. That's so fucking hilarious. You better be careful. You might be trying to sell yours next. You know, I can just see that too. I've got, oh Lord, you've got to let me know what it's like, because I've got to go look at this. And tell them to auction them off. I give you 50 cents. Lord have mercy, that's funny. Yeah, no, I can't either. At least he makes you laugh. Like, you know, that's the fucking one of the best qualities in a man, if they can make you fucking laugh. Or any relationship. Like, if you can laugh at each other, then you're good. Like, my husband laughs at me more than I laugh at him. Like, he just looks at me. He said something the other day. Daniel. Oh, Eva. I don't know what he had said to me, but he said something, and I came back and answered him. And he's like, did you just hear what the fuck you said? Like, for real, did you just hear what came out of your mouth? And I was like, yeah, I said it. And he was just, I cannot remember what it was about, but it was just so fucking hilarious. He was just like, what are you talking about? No, I was talking about something with me and you ass munch. No. The other day, remember we had a conversation the other day, and you had said something to me, and I had answered you, and you were like, did you hear what the fuck just came out of your mouth? What were we talking about?
I can't remember what. I remember you were trying to say something, but said something totally different. But I can't remember what you were talking about.
And you were just like, I can't believe you fucking said that. So, like, he'll make a joke out of anything I say. I guess.
You said something, then you contradicted yourself. Like, you just said something, you just said the exact opposite in the same sentence. Like, how in the hell?
But, like, I don't know. I guess see, I have the right name, Jibby, for a reason. I don't know. I guess I've been called it so long, it just kind of was drummed into my brain. Because sometimes I amaze myself sometimes on the stupid shit I say. Or the stupid shit I do. Like, I'm the only person I know that can trip over a brand new blacktop road. Like, nothing on it. Nobody's ever drove on it yet. Just brand new. I can find a place to trip over. Like, I don't know. I'm the worst for shit like that. And it's definitely not meaning to do it. It just happens. Ew, sipping. That's gross. That is disgusting. I just can't. You know how many? Did he tell you how many people were on that site? Like, there is so many fucking freaks out there. Like, my friend's daughter, she is 19, 20, and she does that. Like, that's how she makes her money. She gets a check in the mail once a month, and it's over $1,000 every check she gets. And I'm like, how the fuck are you making all this money and you're not doing anything? And that's what she does. And I was just like, somebody's paying you money to look at your feet? Like, she said she won't do none of that nasty stuff. Like, she doesn't like the stuff in between her toes or nothing like that. So I was like, what do you do? She's just like, I just move it around and take a video or take a pic. And I'm like, ew. Sippin might be my twin from another mother. There's a lot of similarities between me and her. It's just funny. How much? $38.50. Oh, $138. I thought you said 38. I was like 38.
Vinyl winner's $135. Like, how in the hell does single pay winner?
And you only need one though, right?
Two.
But you have one, so you only need one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna charge him. I'm gonna put she get it for free.
No fucking kidding.
No, I mean I'm not.
I'm talking about from the place
I just
itself.
said she buy one, she buy both of them. Like, I'll save that winner. You know what I'm saying? I might need that shit for the house. If we bust a window in here, then I ain't got a fucking window.
No, I want to do that so that I can get my fucking vinyl windows. You upgraded everything in the house but the fucking windows. I hate these fucking windows. Because they are so easy to break. If I could throw
Like my daddy told me, if it ain't broke, don't fuck with it.
If I could
If they
break,
I'll replace it.
if I can break a fucking window with a fucking mayonnaise top.
What?
A mayonnaise top. That's what I threw at this window that day.
No, you throw the makeup lid.
No, it was the top to the mayonnaise container. Because I had, or the fluff, the marshmallow fluff container. Because I had things inside and I just had it in my hand and it fell off and I just threw it.
Just the way that it probably like the edge of it just hit.
It's
right
round.
Angle
What edge?
Because it had force because you threw it.
Oh, God.
No, I'm just saying because you threw it and it's a stationary window. If you hit it with something, that's like you mowing the grass and a rock hitting it or something. It's going to bust that any window.
Well, a rock, yeah.
That's what glass is fragile.
Plastic, though. This was a plastic top off of a...
Well, glass is fragile. Anything that hits it that's flying is going to break it. A sandbag would break it. You know what I'm saying? Like a tossing sandbag you play cornhole with.
I don't know. I've seen you throw shit at windows, not on purpose, but play with the kids or something, and none of the windows break.
Very, very unlikely.
My brother, too.
Maybe a tennis ball or something. But that would be the only thing that wouldn't break it. Like anything else is going to break it.
A tennis ball would break it.
No, a tennis ball might bounce off of it. You know, if it's like a double hung window, like a single pane window like that one, would probably break.
Anyway,
But
enough
the
about
double
windows.
They're a lot stronger. The glass in the bottom window is a lot stronger than what these trailers. Just made out of cheaper glass.
I think it's time for us to look at some other cases. What do y'all think? Oh, honey. Deformatories, maybe. She said she trips over nothing too. Dan, she said she'll trip over nothing too. And she said she broke her pinky toe this year on one of the curbs that you park your car in front of.
Was you in a parking lot at Walmart?
She said she thinks she broke her foot too, but because that still hurts, but her pinky. And her husband, I was talking to them about the websites that say your feet, pics of your feet. Her husband found one of the sites.
Oh, he must got a fetish.
No, he was doing it to see if it's true.
I seen this girl on TikTok. She said I had this old man, like he offered me. She said she was at the gas station, and she had just went and got a pedicure and a manicure in like 3 days prior or some shit like this. And this dude came up and just in the parking lot random. He handed her $500. She said, "Hell, take all the fucking pictures you want." Said, "I'll send you more in the mail." You know what I mean? She's like, "Hell, $500." Shit.
She said, "No, she did it at her apartment complex."
God.
Wait till they see my toes. My second round toe is longer than my first.
That's dominance. That's dominant.
See, told you I was a mean bitch there, Maze.
When your toe beside your big toe is longer than your big toe, the rest of your toes.
Guess I'm submissive because mine is like way smaller.
That proves dominance. Yeah.
I wonder if I can make money off them fake pics.
I want. That's why my toes are open, man. I got some mama toes. I got
no
toes.
skeleton
I got
feet.
mama toes. I got
No
long
skeleton
toes.
feet.
Long skinny toes. That's what I'm saying. I got some long damn toes. I got mama and tree climbing toes.
I got Barney Rubble feet. That's what he makes fun of me. He calls me Flintstone toes.
Yeah, them ain't even qualified as toes. Them were nubs.
Mm. I would ask my husband to sit here and talk to y'all while I go potty, but I'm scared to leave him alone.
Ask anything.
Well, Hilton's not in here, so you don't gotta worry about.
What are you doing?
Because Hilton always wants him to do like uh, a Q&A on them private islands that the alleged, like president, senators have that have nothing but kids on this island. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the purpose is. I really don't. But he knows all about that shit and the Illuminati's and just shit like that. And then for fuck's sake, she always put my husband in timeout. So oh goodness. Lazy, there's not really much you're not into, love. I have got a hangnail and I can't find my clippers. There they are. So, like I said, I'm not into that paranormal stuff like that. I think it's cool, but I'm not into it per se.
I hit this grass this evening. Oh, bud, you okay, bud?
I mean, I think it's very interesting. And I'm not scared of ghosts or nothing like that. Spirits. My husband, on the other hand, are. He don't like fucking with shit like that. But not even like, 10 minutes down the road. We got.
No, that's what I'm saying about contradicting yourself. You don't like being in the graveyards and shit, but you like fucking with ghosts. No, nigga, no, we're not doing that. No, I'm just saying we're not doing that. No, sir. Like that's what I'm saying. He's like, don't.
No, I said I'm just not into it like
But you
that.
like
but I will participate.
Shit. Like, no, hell no.
But there's a few on the damn on YouTube that I really like. Like I'm getting into it, and it's pretty cool. But oh, what's wrong? Every time I try to eat, my mouth is sore, so my dog ends up with the food.
He does pass. We might want to get some blankets wherever he lays, because he can probably get flat. All of himself, some identification shit like in their body. And they can't control it anymore, you know what I'm saying?
Might have to put some pads down.
Huh?
Pads.
I feel very peaceful. Pretty girl had crawled. Listen, pretty girl was under the doghouse. Like her butt was sticking out like this far in her. Like you seen the black spot, the black spot of her tail sticking out.
She was hot.
She wiggled her way out.
She was hot too, damn it. That's the coolest place for her to go. And she can get
I
away
think
from the
I'm gonna
puppy.
make her chain a little bit longer, where she can get to the shade over by the building. Like she can lay up right over by the door.
Aw, I'd have told him to sleep outside in the doghouse. Or on your case, maybe the patio, balcony. Don't come near me with your sickness. Hey, Sassy. Oh, we're good, huh? Here. I'll be right back. Dan, can you entertain them and please watch your mouth?
Oh, I can't see my mouth. I can't watch it. See what it's doing. She said, "Hi, Sassy." Turbo, what are you doing, young man? Who is Sassy? She said, "Hi, Sassy."
You only answer the questions that are directed to you. With
No,
if they're
I'm
directing
saying-
it to
I was
somebody
saying
else,
who
they'll
was
say the
Sassy.
person.
It was somebody you talked to, or she was talking to somebody.
Yeah, Sassy, yes, she's a
I've
friend.
never heard you say Sassy. That's what I said. Who?
I got a couple Sass. This
She
is
said hi,
Sasha. Sassa,
Oh, Sassa.
not
Oh,
Sassy. I call her Sass.
it's
just a lot easier.
Why?
Yeah, Sassa. Dumbass.
Sassy. Sammy.
No, this is 2 S's, not 2 M's.
2 S's and what?
Not 2 M's. She asked, "How are you?"
Oh.
It's abbreviated, Dan.
Another damn paradox.
Another day in paradise. Oh, aren't you so sweet?
No, I'm just saying, waiting on my dog to die.
So it's another day in paradise.
No, I mean, that's part of life.
Go away. I'm so tired of hearing you say that.
No, I mean, everybody's going to, all our dogs going to die eventually, baby. I mean, I'm right, Dan. I'm moving.
The dog just kicked Dan off the couch off. Literally.
Damn, man. What the hell you on my foot? Boy, you was just plumb damn spoke.
That, yes, is definite. Like I said, I haven't really been on. I think 3 days ago I did a live. And I don't even think it was that long. And I wasn't literally doing a live. I was trying to look at something. But I did one yesterday and today. What are you eating? Maisie? Mazzy? Yeah, you better leave that dog alone.
Who? What dog?
Trixie
What's she messing with?
sat there and staring at Eva. You
I
ass
appreciate it.
guard and everything.
I'm know when you eat. Sure.
Kitty. What are you looking at?
He's watching Trixie. But he's fixed on it too, boy.
Let me shut up, motherfucker. Ain't coming towards me. You. I swear. You want a.
Look,
You have
Evil
a.
got in the cage.
You have a death wish, cat. You really do.
You know.
My cat has a death wish, y'all. He torments my dog, and then I get mad at my dog when my dog gets after him. But he's a kitten. I can't allow her to hurt him. But this cat is very entertaining. Like, he knows what he's doing. Because every time I catch him, I pick him up and move him.
Little asshole, man. They're gonna get eaten. Eva's gonna hurt him one day. She gonna get him. Like, she's gonna, once she gets hold to him, but usually, like, that's what Daddy said, that a dog spent his whole life trying to catch a cat, and then he said when the cat grabbed the hold to him, he said he's trying to spend his life, he won't never touch nothing. And his damn thing grabbed the hold of that nose. Shred a damn dog's nose up with them claws, razor sharp.
Oh, look, he's pissed. His tail. Like, fuck you. Leave me alone.
Back time.
Ooh, that does sound good, sipping. I haven't had that in a while. My mother-in-law, I don't care how she makes it. She makes the best fucking chicken and dumplings. And every time she makes it, she always says there's something wrong with it. And I'm like,
no, she'll say it's missing something.
There's something wrong with it. She put too much of this in it, or not enough of this in it, or she didn't put this in it. It was supposed to go in it. It's just, I'm like, and it every time she makes it, it gets better.
Me and Mom was talking about that last night. The only thing that she ever made I did not eat was that fucking beef liver and I cannot eat that shit.
You want some? I can make you some.
Starved to death.
I cannot stand liver.
I'm gonna make me a fishing pole. I'm going fishing. I'm gonna find me some food.
Now I'll tell you what, my mom and dad got me good when I was little with shit, with that liver and onion shit. They used to tell me it was
chitlins. I can't eat that shit.
They told me that it was steak, and up until I was probably about 7 or 8, I ate the hell out of it. Like, as long as I had ketchup, I was good. And there was like about 9, 10 maybe. I think my aunt told me what it was.
And that turned good.
And that did it.
But that shows right there you liked it.
That did it.
Just a thought.
No, I didn't like it. I covered it in ketchup. How did I like it?
But it's like they'll get the cow's liver.
Because I told them, and I was like, because she's like, well, how do you like it? I said, I don't, I didn't do the onions. I was allergic to them then too. So
it's really pie and
so I was like, I don't like it. I just eat it because I know Mom. Mom was a bitch back then. Like, you ate what you had there at dinner time. If you didn't, that's what you were eating for breakfast. So, yeah, I didn't want to eat. Yeah, I didn't want that left over.
I didn't have to do that because Daddy and Mom was already gone to work by the time I went to go get on the bus. It was already gone for work.
Yeah,
I eat breakfast while I leave it. Or I would eat
even if my parents left, if I didn't eat it for breakfast, that's what I was eating again for dinner. Whenever they were home, that's what I was going to eat. So as long as it wasn't a couple days old, I'd still eat it. Like, it was horrible. Like, a lot of shit I just ate to eat.
That beef liver is
the only thing.
In the center.
No, the only thing I did not eat and would not touch and still will not eat is sausage. I don't like sausage. I've never liked sausage. Never. Ever, 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 ever.
And the only reason they put fat in it so it will make greasy so you can cook it. So you don't have to add oil. You know what I'm saying? That's what creates the fat. You know what I mean? Fat creates the grease. Look, some of that stuff living onions is great. I had to eat it for my arm deficiency. See, that's what I was saying. It's got a lot of
I'm not a big, I couldn't do it. Could not do it. I don't like texture. The kidney either. Ew, what about, kidney? Ew. That's like tongue ill. Like, yeah, I'm not a big beef person anyway, regardless.
I'm not big on eating organs.
I am not a
Like, period.
big
I like the
beef
meat
person,
of the,
regardless.
the meat of the animal.
My husband gets so mad because, like, I'm not a big beef person.
The only thing I can eat like organ wise is gizzards. I can eat gizzards. You know
But what's chitlins?
Chitlins is fried pig intestine.
Oh, gross.
That's what the fuck chitlin is. Chopped up pig intestines fried.
Okay.
That's what chitlin is. That's like pig feet. I can't do it. So, I ain't chewing on a goddamn pig feet.
See, and I think that's why my mom made me eat it, though, when I was a kid, is because I had a very bad iron deficiency when I was a kid, too. So maybe that's why mom made me eat it. But, like, there was plenty of times I went to bed without eating dinner, and if I was really hungry the next morning, depending on if I made it to school on time, like, if I make it to school on time, they had free breakfast.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying.
So I'd go to school and eat breakfast, but a lot of times I was late, so I had to wait till lunchtime. Why don't you cut up the watermelon? You were supposed to cut it up 2 nights ago. Oh, gross. Yeah, I'm not a big pork eater either. I do like bacon, and I like ham if it's on the bone.
But she don't like sausage.
I don't like sausage. I hate sausage.
That's why I say you contradict yourself in the same thing.
It's not a
It's
contradiction.
the same thing.
I don't eat, like, I don't care for pork chops, pork steaks.
Well, bacon ain't nothing but pig belly.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's a pig belly.
And I don't eat the fat on the bacon either. I just eat the meat part. And it has to be really thin bacon. So, I mean, I have my little limitations on what I eat.
You know, like that shit you can see through and stuff, and I don't like that. Like,
Well,
nothing there, but
I'm good.
I had to eat 15 pieces. I mean, I hate to get full, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I can't eat hardly any of that shit. Yeah, nope. I'm good with chicken. I love turkey. But I only get that like twice a year, and that's usually Thanksgiving and Christmas. What is that? Grouse? I'm really scared to really ask what that is, but I'm going to ask. What is grouse? Grouse. Is it country? No, gross is gross. Stupid.
There's very few things I won't eat, but there is a few things. Like beets, like the eggplants and shit. Like, I don't like beets and eggplants. Radishes and shit like that, but that's about it.
Oh, no, it's a bird. I wish y'all could see my husband's face when I said that. He had a knife in his hand getting ready to cut the watermelon. And he just froze when I said it's a bird. He was like, I wish you guys could have seen his face. Well, let me see. I think I look rough, but I'll open the camera anyway so I can show you his face. It was just so funny.
Bird is white. He's SpongeBob.
All right,
Hey,
so
you want to cut it like this
I
way?
said,
Or you want to cut it this way? cut it this way, it can stay fresher longer. You know what I'm saying? You flip it up and keep the pieces out.
Okay. I was like, no, it's a bird. And he was like, like he froze. Like he was like Michael Myers. I swear to God, he looked like Michael Myers. Just with that dumbfounded look, like, what the fuck do you mean it's a bird?
You got a spoon?
Watermelon. I want some of that froze though. I do. I like frozen watermelon. It's just, what kind of bird is that? I seriously never heard of grouse before. Oh yeah, I love spiked watermelon. But this is not, sadly. Yeah, it would. I went to Food Lion the other day sipping, and oh my God, I think it was Food Lion. Yeah, they had this big bag full of frozen strawberry bananas, and then they had one with the berries, and then they had one with mixed kiwi in it. It was pineapple, peaches, grapes. I was looking for just plain frozen grapes. I love frozen grapes. Make candy grapes out of them. Fucking shit is a bomb. Yeah, my house is pretty much a alcohol-free zone. Me and my husband don't really drink. I have wine in there that I've had in there probably since Mother's Day or before Mother's Day. Because I bought 2 bottles. I bought one for his mother and one for me, and I still have 1 cup left in a cup in one of those sealed cups in the fucking refrigerator. And I know when I go to drink it, it's going to be all nasty, so I'm dreading it. And jungle juice. There you go, guys. Go. He cut you guys some. My dog's looking at it like, Can you get me some more something cold drink?
What?
Drink. Something cold. Party. There's not very much taste to it.
There was one I tried that one from Food Line. See, that's what I'm saying about the greenhouse shit. Sometimes they get this, ain't got much taste. That's why I'd rather buy them like from a farmer, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I drink. I'm a social drinker though. I can't sit at home and drink just to drink. Like if I wanted like maybe a glass of wine or something after I get home or something, that's different. But I'm not a big drinker like that. I did all my drinking back in my early 20s. And now I can take a couple shots here and there. But I wouldn't allow, my body doesn't allow myself to get drunk anyway. I have not been drunk in years. Even if I wanted to get drunk, I can't. I feel that buzz and that's it. I'm like, I cut myself off. Yeah, I just never, I don't know. Like, I drank for the whole first 3 months my daughter was pregnant. I didn't even know, I mean, I was pregnant with my daughter. I didn't even know I was pregnant at the time. And once I found out I was pregnant, I stopped drinking. And then I picked it up a little bit after she was born, up until she was about 2 years old. And then I stopped. And now every once in a while I can drink. It's better.
That was the end of it. That's what I'm saying. That was the first slice.
Yeah, that's something I like to do, just to sit out. Like, when I miss back in the day when my husband did drink, like, we'd have a bonfire going and stuff. Sometimes friends would come by. But he doesn't play well with others, so I don't know how the hell we managed to make it. Because he really doesn't play well with others. And I'm a social butterfly. Now, that doesn't mean if he does know you, he's not going to talk to you. No, it doesn't mean he's going to go all out though either. Like,
But I won't go out my way.
yeah, he's not going to go out of his way to
If I'm
talk
working,
to
I gotta work
anybody.
on my mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there socializing and shit. I got work to do.
Now that's a lie too, because this man can go into fucking Lowe's for one item and be in there for about 2 hours, and then he comes out and he's like, "Oh well, this person needed help because and nobody would help him, and this person asked a question like I worked here."
I've never seen like go into a warehouse store like that and customers would come up asking me, like I don't work there. Like they don't even, the people that work in that area don't even know about their own section. Well, I put a cashier back in the plumbing section. What the hell? They don't know nothing. And the customers be asking me stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help them, but I'll give them a business card too. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of me. See, told you we have a lot of similarities. I'm the social butterfly. He's the wallflower. You're the wallflower. Your husband's the social butterfly. Like, I don't have issues making friends. Who don't like friends?
Yeah, I just don't like people in general because you see the real side of them and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I see right through. To me, I can see through the bullshit. You know what I mean?
I mean, I didn't say I don't see through the bullshit. I just still like
And I
to
just
talk to
don't
people.
deal with
I like
people
to be
like that.
around people. I like to
I
do
don't
things
like
with
being
people.
around people like
As long as he does not piss me off. And I'll tell you something about this man right here. This man, we could have plans for weeks. Come down to, it could start a week before whatever event it is. He wishy-washy. He'll go from being a total asshole that you just want to just knock the living daylights out of to being the sweetest man the very next day. Like, he'll get mad at me and get me all fired up to where I'm pissed. I'm like so pissed.
She wake up next morning still mad. And I walk around, baby, what's going on?
Like, not even
like,
the
really?
next
You're gonna
morning.
fucking talk to me?
It ain't even the next morning. It could be like fucking an hour later. He'll be like, baby, no, fuck you. Who are you calling baby? Do you not remember what the fuck you just said to me?
I was drunk. I don't
No, and I'm talking, no. This isn't you then. This is you now. You do the same shit, but 10 times worse now. It's like he says what he's got to say, gets mad at that point in time, and then
Get
it's
over it.
fine.
Get over it.
Like, it does not matter to him. To me, I'm like, no, bitch, it don't turn off like that. Like, you piss me off. I'm going to stay mad until I'm done being mad. Like, no.
Oh, you poor baby.
And then he does that shit. And I'm like, you little motherfucking
Come here, baby.
peanut motherfucking head bitch. Oh my God, this man can piss me off to like no other.
You want some tissue?
I'm about to fucking your ass. Keep it up. Yeah, he has trust issues too. Because a lot of people like he's got such a good heart when he's not a dickhead, and he'll try to help somebody over and over and over again, no matter how many times they've lied to his face or, just did the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. He will seriously sit there and help them. Now, my husband is this type. He will give you clothes. He will buy you food, but do not ask that man to put money in your pocket unless you are working for him, because he will not just give you money. And especially he knows if you have that type of habit where you don't need the money, because if you get the money, he knows what you're going to go do with it.
I'll give you the things you need, not the things you want. You know what I'm saying? They want cash in hand. I buy them the stuff
Yeah,
they need.
it just pisses me off when he does that shit. Yeah. Especially if it's happened a lot, But see, right now we have, regardless of what we do for each other, both of our dads just passed away. They passed away within 9 months of each other. So now we have our moms. Other than we have other siblings,
You get off that line.
but we have our moms that we're close to that we do shit for. So I would never. I mean, I am kind of at that point, but I would never say it.
We have to get on that trailer place, that camper place you found, and see if we can find a window for that. 35.
You can't get that at the window showcase.
It's not standard size. It's 35 and a half or 45 and a half. It's like.
I gotta find that website again. I don't even know where that was.
It's got that little 9-inch window on the bottom. It's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like.
I don't even know what website that was, and I just came across it when I Googled something. I don't remember what it was called.
Like, look back on your back history. It won't come back on your history. So if you pulled it up, it should come back on your history.
Yeah, see, and that's where I'm opposite. Like, I tend to feel really bad for people. Like, if I have it, you're more than welcome to it. Like, I don't really want to give you money because I know what you're going to go do for it. But if they have a habit like that, no, I will give them or buy them what they need.
Yeah,
I won't give them money. But if I know they don't have a habit like that, and that's not what they're going to use the money for, they have a real reason to use the money. I like receipts. I really do. Like, show me what you need it for. Like, if I know you have a habit, I'm not going to give you the money. I'm not stupid. Well,
see,
that's stupid. Can you
They
give me
would
some
get
drink?
money at the beginning of the week, and then they would have
Oh.
try to get dope throughout the week, and they would.
I don't think I put my 2 liter in the refrigerator.
Stop that shit.
I don't think I put my 2 liter in the refrigerator.
Good job.
Forgot. Damn it. Ooh, and my mouth hurts. Trying to eat this watermelon. Can you get me something to drink? That was my point of giving you my cup, you dum-dum. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, look at him last night.
I don't have that problem anymore.
I pulled his ice tray
I don't
out.
really have any friends anymore.
I pulled some of the ice tray out to get the ice out. And when I had the ice out, I was trying to put it in the bag, the fucking thing jumped again and melted all that ice. And I was like, fuck, idiot. I didn't turn it off. You know, you got to lift that arm thing up. Ice all that down.
Right? Yeah, I agree with you there, Sassy. And there's really not much that can be more important than like if it's like a house bill or something.
Wow. I'm trying to find somebody else, yeah. He don't know they're comfortable with it. It's a good thing for a book.
Me neither. Look at that way. Between my hubby and the kids and this crazy ass dog, I got nothing left to give him. Your husband's a handful on himself, honey. Her husband is fucking hilarious. I love when he comes up on my panels. He has like my whole chat rolling. Yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes I like that though. I like the feeling of being needed and wanted sometimes. Yeah, my daughter's 20, gonna be 22. She'll tell me right off bat if she needs me or not. Like, nah, mom, I'm good. I don't need you. And she don't mean to be rude about it when she says it. It just comes out right. Because she'll back it up. She'll be like, no, well, I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying I don't need your help right now. Because I'm very sentimental when it comes to shit out of my daughter's mouth, man. She can make me cry real quick and she doesn't realize it. Like, she'll say some really stupid shit. And thank God we're not in front of each other because I'm like, and then you'll see a tear come in my eye and I'll be like, nah, I'm not, no, she's not going to, but she's always been able to make me cry. I guess because she's my only kid.
No, that was before taxes. Oh, the guy in Sanford gave me the price.
All right, here, I got a question for you ladies. So I'm pretty sure all of you have had children come out of your vajayjay, right? How far along in pregnancy were you when you had your first ultrasound? And that's if you didn't have complications during your pregnancy. Three months. Okay, so does that include is there different okay, so what is a vaginal ultrasound? I've never heard of one.
You know how they got that ultrasound thing where they can scan your.
I know what an ultrasound is. I've had
they
that.
Use an ultrasound machine.
Yeah,
they can just do different parts of your body now, and it just gives you an X-ray of your uterus and ovaries and all that shit.
And I would think that type of ultrasound would not be used unless there was a medical emergency for it. because the only ultrasounds they normally do are the ones that go across your
But they
belly.
started doing it now. They find blockages in people's necks, like blood clots and shit, where they have blockages in their veins and shit. They're using that ultrasound.
Okay,
on different
so let me
parts.
ask you this. How far along were you guys when you found out you were pregnant? What is the earliest within 5 to 6 weeks? Okay, so would that be the earliest you could tell you were pregnant? Is there such things as knowing the exact conception date if you're only a couple weeks?
Yeah, they can about put it down to the date now. Technology that advanced. Within a day or two, anyway.
Okay, so I'm asking because I'm trying to catch this girl in a lie. She went out to Arizona and hooked up with a friend of mine out there. And okay, so they were talking. It's going to sound kind of fucked up. I'm going to tell you the story. So they met online on a different platform than YouTube. It's another platform where, you meet people, it's not a dating site, no way, shape, or form. It's kind of like TikTok. You battle people, you win prizes, you can cash out, you have an agent, you can make monthly money. They're cool little websites. I think I belong on 3 of them other than YouTube. So YouTube would make 4. But I actually make money on those ones, unlike this one. Okay, so they met on one of these platforms and they were talking for a couple weeks and realized that because they went to different sites together, not together, but they met up different times on different sites. So they realized that they had a thing for each other, so they started talking, whatever, blase blase. She went from her home state to where he lives to meet up, do whatever they did or whatever, and she kind of catfished him because she made it seem for him to assume that she was this totally different person. And I don't know, I can't really say for sure, but I as well as I know this person, I really don't think the size would have mattered to him if she was completely honest with him. And then, and he kept saying that, from what I understand, he told her that he didn't want to do that with her without some kind of protection. And she's like, oh, it's okay. I can't have kids. I have 2. I'm safe. I can't. I don't know what happened while she was out there. But when she came home, like a week or 2 after she got back, no, it's probably about a week after she got back, he told her, he just wanted to be friends with her, and that, he would never talk bad about her or make her up something she wasn't. It just wasn't what he wanted at that point in time. Now she's coming off saying that she is 2 weeks pregnant and that it was conceived on July 5th. So
Got him. She got it. That's what Daddy always said. Sabrina done to Michael.
yeah, I know.
Got him.
I knew there was something wrong. I just didn't know I was pregnant. You know, like when my favorite foods turned into something that I didn't even want to look at. Yeah, I knew there was something wrong. I was just too stupid to go to the doctors. And I was like, "Fuck it, it'll pass. I'll get over it." So I just went about my shit. I mean, I was 21. Come on, living in a fucking military college towns. Come on. I got college towns to my north, and I got the military to the south, and military towards the north. So I mean, and then you got to throw in them fucking speedways, man. I got one to the northwest of me. Then I got, the ones down south. Yeah, Rockingham. And Charlotte. I was talking about Charlotte to the northwest. Rockingham is to. Where's Rockingham from here? North, southeast, southwest. No, that's up towards Charlotte, ain't it?
Southern Pine. It's on the backside of Rockingham, right on the backside of Aberdeen.
Okay, so it's west of us.
On Southern Pine, other side.
It's west of us.
Backside of Southern Pine. It's going down toward the coast. You don't be going south.
But yeah, I didn't know I knew I felt different. I just didn't know I was pregnant. I think I was almost 4 months when I found out.
You were just in and out.
No, I just didn't go get tested until I was almost 4 months. When I went, because I used to love Mexican food, loved it. When I could not eat just a simple lettuce, tomato, and rice and tortilla shells, I knew there was something wrong. So we went and got like several pregnancy tests, and they all came back negative. Like 8 of them came back fucking negative. Then so I made an appointment at the doctor's and went into the doctor's, and they took blood because they took some urine ones too, and it came back negative. They took blood, and within hours they got it back and said it was positive. And I was like, well, how the hell is the urine not coming back positive? Because I took like 2 more after the blood test, and it still came back negative.
You just weird. Just weird. Still getting coming back negative and was verified by blood test.
You can what now? 1 week before. Maisie, read what you wrote, babe. Because I sure the hell can't read it. I love you.
Hello. But I got to go to work. I got it.
Miscarriage before my first was born, so I need both kids.
cost them about $160 more than
Yeah, so the moral of that, me asking them questions about that, is I was just trying to figure out for a friend if you can detect the baby in a 2-week period and know the exact date. It doesn't make sense. Like, even if you feel like you are. And she went to the hospital and they did the vaginal thing. I'm like, so what did you go to the hospital for to begin with? Check her out. They I am. I just never heard of it that soon. Like, you can estimate the date, but you can't pinpoint the date. I don't know.
never seen Don't Be a Menace. She knew she was cranking 30 minutes after.
And I'm playing detective because I'm talking to the one that's supposedly pregnant and trying to figure out what, is going on, because she has supposedly the baby's dad and his people blocked on everything. So I don't even know if he knows about this. It's kind of weird. Maisie, that's not good for you, honey. Gonna drain your brain. See, and that's what his half sister was telling me. She's like, I don't think they can go below 7 weeks, like, for an accuracy. But it, and like I told her, I said, well, it might go, like, because you said 5 weeks. So I said, well, maybe it goes between 5 and 7 weeks, depending on your status. Like, but I don't see them doing something like that without having like a medical emergency to do it. You're weird. In the beer garden having coffee. Wait, you're drinking coffee? Oh shit, hang out the flag. May's drinking coffee. Usually it's tea. But all right. So hold on a minute. They're calling me. Ooh, where's my thingy? Hold on. What's up? You're gonna fucking ruin her. Are you being on? No, because normally the person that you're going to do that with would be the one paying, not you paying. Yeah. Yes, that's more like it. She was pimping herself, not him pimping her. I know. You should have seen me when I was writing these messages. I was trying not to laugh because Dan was sleeping, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is the hardest thing. Like one of the hardest things I had to do besides keeping a secret." Like, well, I seen that Angie. I seen that Angie. Queen Angie said something, so I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to get like too defensive on their side because I don't want all them." Who? Well, she's the one that first started all the comments. Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. You didn't deserve that.
You're never getting it.
I mean, the situation it wasn't out the norm for him, but her doing the shit that she did with the dishonesty and stuff kind of like put her in that spot. I mean, and like I said, the weight probably would have not have been an issue if she was honest.
I walked through the damn grass and the damn chick hit me right down my leg. Got that too. I had to pull it off. Had one white dot on the back of it. Oh, girl. Okay. Good boy.
What? Whoa! Back it up. Wait, I missed that. What did she say to your mom? Because your mom didn't tell me that, and I talk to your mom like all the time, like at least once a week. I talk to her, and I have since I left Arizona. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, let's do that at night. Like, keep us all awake. What is it?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you.
Want two pack? You can only want two pounds at a time.
Hold on a minute. You could buy 2 packs and get $1.50 off both packs.
There's no say she just want two packs. You give me 2 coupons, I can only use coupons.
And then for each purchase, you can buy mine with 1 coupon and then buy yours with the other. I'm just saying you could do it like that, dumbass. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you 100%. Like, it's fucked up regardless. I mean, that's why when I was like, I was being funny the whole fucking time I was talking to you after the trip. Because I was like, because I knew what she looked like. I was told months and months and months ago. And I tried to tell you guys. And you guys were just like, and this is before we got off Likey. We were still on Likey at this point. And you guys were all just transitioning over to Hago. And it was like, I told you, and you guys are like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, filters make wonders. And you were like, and I guess like that's when we stopped like being so close because that's how I felt anyway. Because it was like I wasn't on Hago with you guys at that point in time. So I was like, well, yeah, because it was like I had to go onto one of the sites in order to get up with you. And like, and it was like, even if I went onto the site to talk to you, there was just so many people around that I couldn't really talk to you, you know? So I was like, fuck it. When she gets unbusy, she knows where to get a hold of me. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta tell them I'm to get it.
It's fine. Uh-huh. Yeah, but make sure you address that. Be like, I'm not trying to bully her and I'm not trying to dox her or nothing, but if she wants to put us out there like that, I can do the same. Exactly. I'm surprised, honestly, that she even told me all that shit. I really am. I didn't think I was going to get any information out of her because I figured she knew how close we were. But then again, yeah. Well, let me first find out if you really are. If you really are, I can make my decision, but you're not going to make me have an ultimatum. Is she even really going for her nursing degree? Well, the one thing I was truthful in that I said to her, I was like, you know, I get you. It is hard to maintain a relationship when you have other people in it, which it is true. You know this. It is hard, like living with somebody, living with other people and trying to hang on to a relationship when you guys are all friends. It is hard, because you want to have this trust with this person that you can trust saying something, but then again, he has that same issue with that person. Like all the things are going to get so confused, and then you're going to be in the middle of something you don't even want to fucking be in the middle of, and you always have been a mother hen to everybody, no matter what. You always have been and always will be. Because, a lot of people look up to you for that. And that's something to be proud of. Like, you should feel that they feel comfortable enough for that. I know this about you. And, no matter if you're even struggling, it still bothers you. You've been like that for the 2 years that I've known your ass. No, you would never let nobody do that. Well, from what I understood, if you read correctly, she said something about he was even thinking about moving out there to be with her instead. He was just telling her that because Stephanie's been begging him to come home for over a year and he refuses to go back. I thought they weren't talking. Lay down. No, they're talking. Every once in a while. Lay down. He talks to her at least once a week. Lay down. She's been begging him to come home for, the last year, and he refuses to go to Ohio. Hell, I even said something to her about when she said, I guess he just wanted sex or something. And I was like, I don't think it was sex. So I said, he could buy that anywhere. Did you not see all them walking around down there? I was like, I don't think it had anything to do with sex, but it probably didn't help the fact. Lay down. No, you're laying this way. Pain in the ass. Or something you're not. Or something I'm not. I am who I fucking am, and that's all that you're gonna fucking get. Yep. Like I said, if there's something you can find about me that I already don't know, please bring it out in the oven. Tell me something I don't know about my fucking self. I say that all the time. I like hearing stories about myself. I know. I love learning new things about myself I've never knew about it. Keeps me interesting. I was on a fucking roll the last couple days. I left the family group or the open chat. She said even Kentucky stopped talking to her. What the hell does she? Why? But what did she do to Kentucky? That's different between you, me, and her. Me, you, and Matt. Because I try to warn you guys on that, So, but I never said nothing to Kentucky at all. But if Kentucky never had an issue with her until you guys did. I didn't. And I mean, I knew I had, I took because I knew she wasn't what she portrayed herself to be, but I didn't know that was her. I wish I could have. I wish I could have seen his fucking face, man. That would have been damn. At least when I got out the airplane, he knew who the fuck I was. Matt, you're chunky, asshole. Maybe she was saying that that she would pay for everything after she moved. They got to live together. Well, he has to work for them fucking 3 months. Duh. No, I'm surprised you did it for almost a year. It just blows my mind. I mean, I love you. You know I do. I'm never fake with you. I always tell you what it is, how it is, and how I feel. I've never hid none of that shit from you, and I'm not gonna start. But on the other hand, you know how that situation is, and you know how I feel about the situation. Like, if nothing else, do like everybody else does. Set a fucking camper up back so you're not living in the house with him. You know what I mean? I'm talking about him. He's working now. You can save some money, even if it's like $20 a fucking week. No, see, and that's where he's fucking up. He needs to worry about a roof over his motherfucking head than the apps or the alcohol. That's where the man child comes from. Exactly. So when we moved into this house back in, I think we closed March 8th, I think is when we closed. Yeah, around there. I didn't think you spent that much when I was there. No, honey, I went through about $4,000 when you Well, that's because you guys were at the fucking casino. Don't even put that on me, though.
No. The casino was only a couple hundred, but no, we went through about $4,000 between alcohol, hotel.
Well, we did have more people and we did more shit.
We did. Exactly.
If we wouldn't have went to Vegas, it wouldn't have been that much.
No, if we would have just stayed out here, we'd have been fine. But I had the money to spend. I wasn't worried about it.
And now you're now you're like, damn, I wish I had that money back.
Kentucky gave me an extra $50 for gas because she felt bad I was spending so much. Now, Kat, on the other hand, she gave me a whole $50 total, and that was to and from the fucking airport twice, and everything we did while they were here. The lake, I spent $50, $60 the first time.
Oh my god, the lake. I forgot you guys were going there.
Yeah,
Oh
spent
god.
$120 the second time we went, plus $50 in the sea dues, and I had to put $100 in my truck. So I spent quite a bit more than I should have.
Did you guys only go for the day this year since you didn't have the camper?
No, yeah, we only went for the day. We went the day after they got here. They got here the 29th. We went that next day. My mom and dad met us down there. We stayed at the lake for about 2 or 3 hours. It was more afternoonish than anything. And then we went on the 6th. We were there for like 9 fucking hours. But we have the sea-doos, and, you know, the sea-doos take gas, and you gotta have food while you're there, and, oh my god, so, here's another thing that irritated me.
Mm.
She literally, for a week straight, had packages delivered to my house every day
For what?
of keto snacks. Because she has to eat keto. That's what she's on, right? Literally, the day she got here, we went to the lake the next day, and I bought a bunch of junk, because that's pretty much all the dollar store sells is junk food. So I bought a bunch of junk food. I think she was in it before anybody was. And then when we went to the grocery store the next day to get stuff for, you know, the week or whatever, the first thing she went for were the Kit Kat bars, and the ice cream, and the candy, and the chips, and the sorry, but if you don't eat like that.
At least when I said I don't eat certain things, I really meant I didn't eat that shit.
Right? And you know me, like, I'm not a big pizza person, and we had pizza twice while they were here.
We didn't even have pizza once while I was there, you bitch.
Yeah, once, and I barely ate it.
No, we didn't have pizza.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
I'm not a big pizza eater. I can't eat it because it makes me sick.
The kids had the frozen things, but we didn't literally like order pizza. I don't even remember half the shit we ate, but I know we didn't have pizza.
I cooked most of the time, and then you cooked the 2 nights.
I would have cooked more, but
We cooked most of the time because
we were at your house.
eat out, but we went to Denny's we went to Denny's, and then we
Hell yeah, we went to
did a
Denny's.
couple things. Yeah.
And then God knows, I don't even remember what the fuck we ate while we were in Vegas. That was such a
But if
blur.
you're trying to lose weight,
You don't eat all junk food.
You're on fucking keto. Like, I understand you're on vacation, but I can't eat like that.
Why the fuck? Okay, so you're having your snacks delivered to the house on your vacation, on her vacation, but yet she's still eating.
So that she don't drink water. Like, you hear me all the time get on mad about not drinking water.
What,
Especially here in Arizona.
what does she drink?
Diet Pepsi.
Oh, that's very healthy for you. That's very healthy.
That's all she drinks is Diet Pepsi. I swear to God, she's worse than Brian.
I mean, I know Brian likes Diet Pepsi.